Strange twist to a high-speed pursuit in Boyle Heights today. A man in this Aston Martin here tried to get away from police before he slammed into a pole. Now, the driver survived the crash, but as he was being taken into custody, he died. NBC4's Amber Frias live from the scene where it all went down. Amber.
Hey, Colleen, the crash happened here at the intersection of Washington and Soto Streets this morning, causing, well, actually overnight into this morning around 3 a.m., but it caused some trouble for morning commuters. As for the people who work and live in this area, they tell me they weren't really surprised to hear about the crash. They say that crashes actually happen pretty frequently in this area. What was surprising to them was that it involved a car worth so much, $200,000 to $3,000.
When Omar Galicia showed up for work at a restaurant on Soto Street and Washington Boulevard this morning, he was met with flashing lights, a closed intersection, and a luxury sports car slammed into a pole. Galicia says crashes here are nothing new.
Por lo menos unas 2 veces por semana.
He says they happen at least twice a week, and he blames the crashes on poor street conditions and the constant flow of heavy truck traffic. But this time, something stood out. The wrecked car was an Aston Martin, a luxury car worth as much as $300,000. The CHP says it all began around 3 a.m. 2 miles away at Indiana Street and Whittier Boulevard. They say officers spotted the Aston Martin speeding and tried to pull it over. Instead, the driver took off and a short pursuit followed. The CHP says deputies who were chasing the driver called it off after about 2 minutes due to high speeds. But moments later, the driver slammed into a pole. The CHP says the driver then tried to run but was quickly caught.
There was a small amount of force that was used in the form of possibly a tackle to take the driver into custody, and he was placed into handcuffs. At this time, the fire department was called just to check on him as standard protocol. When the fire department arrived on scene, the driver started to show signs of distress and started to vomit.
They say the driver died shortly after. The CHP is still investigating whether the driver ingested anything that impaired him. As for Galicia, he hopes this serves as a reminder for others on the road, urging people to drive safely and stay alert.
And this is still an ongoing investigation. We are working to learn more about the driver. What we do know is that the car is registered in Orange County. Reporting live from Boyle Heights, Amber Frias, NBC4 News.